Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to our past paper practice sessions. Sir, in last class we have covered the requirement number 1 part A of this past paper PVS, that is March June 2024 attempt past paper, right? So now let's move forward and jump on to the part B of the question 1, and let me tell you that this part is very important for your exam purposes, because the topic which is tested in this part is basically related to the technological advancement and the technological investment. And as you know that the world is now moving very rapidly towards the technology, and it is making it not even moving. It is those companies which have already shifted towards the technology, who are surrounded by the technology completely. They are even further making the updates and the enhancement in it, right? So this kind of question are expected in at least till 2 years attempts. That means that whatever attempt it is going to be from today to at least 2 years, this kind of requirement or this kind of topics are really important from the examiner's point of view, and they are expected to be tested in the exam. So let us move on to the requirement and see what we have been asked for. So in requirement, here it is asked that the Chief Medical Officer is proposing investment in technological developments to drive growth. He has provided you with an article from the PetVet journal, which covers examples from the three main technological areas of development in pet vet industry, and has approached you for assistance in drafting a presentation. See, sir, here we are asked to describe or draft our answer in the specific format. So you have to be very careful that you are following the requirement format right in your answer. Moving forward, how these technological development could deliver growth for PVS. He would also like you to consider the drawbacks, including any ethical issue of adopting such technological development. Okay. So the requirement is prepare two presentation slides with accompanying notes for the board, which discusses for the board. Number 1, how technological development could deliver growth for PVS, and drawbacks for PVS, including ethical issues for adopting such technological developments. So let me just quickly sum up the requirement, that basically the Chief Medical Officer, right, he is proposing that we should invest in the technology in order to grow our business, because since last 3 years we are not able to produce the growth which we are targeting or which we are desiring. So he's saying that we should invest in the technology. Okay, and for that he has given us the article from a PetVet journal, and that article is basically describing us about the major areas which are affected by the technological advancement. Means that these are the areas in our industry which are affected and which are linked with the technological advancement, that if we are going to do the technological advancement or the investment, we can excel in these areas, we can obtain the competitive edge in these areas, right? And he is asking us to assist him, right? So the other thing is that there are professional marks for the communication skill in informing the board how the technological development could deliver growth, and drawbacks, including ethical issues for adopting such technological development. 4 marks are available there, and if I sum up them, it is 20 marks, right? So 20 marks divided by 2, if we can provide 10 good points, then we would be well sufficiently covered for these 20 marks, right? And for as far as the communication skills are there, see, in this kind of question the communication skills are dependent on how precisely and how clearly you are providing the accompanying notes to your presentation. See, we have already studied and we have already covered the formats, right? So, if you are writing some points in your slide, then you have to provide the accompanying notes as well for the speaker. So your accompanying point should clearly and should precisely explain your bullets in the slide, right? And so that you can score full marks for the communication skill, and of course the format thing which you have to follow. So this is the exhibit number 2. So exhibit number 2, right? And this exhibit is in requirement. The examiner has by himself indicated you that you have to go to this exhibit for your answer. So you don't need to think a lot that which exhibit to refer for this requirement. So in ACCA SBL exam, right? Or even if this kind of exam format is asked from you, that you are given the exhibits and the requirement. So the main game is about the getting knowing that which exhibit is linked with which requirement. That means that to answer the specific requirement, which exhibit you need to refer. So that would be the challenging thing for you in the exam as well, that you have to identify first by reading the requirement that we are practicing, right? That first what you will be doing, you will be having a quick look at the exhibits, the headings of the exhibit, that what the thing has been discussed in which exhibit, right? You are done with this, you will be moving forward towards the requirement, and one by one, when you will read the requirement, and then you will have to think that will be answered from which exhibit, and when you will be linking them, and then it will be very easy for you to draft your answer. So moving forward, let us go to the exhibit number 2, that is the article from the PetVet, leading journal for pet vet industry. The article is about strategies to help your organization survive in increasingly competitive market. Okay, by Theo Dupont, business editor, April 2004. Investing in technology or demonstrating corporate social responsibilities are the two strategies which can provide competitive advantage. Okay, so as per the article, these are two things which can provide you the competitive advantage. Number one, technology. There are three areas in which technology is impacting our industry, the same as we discussed earlier. Number one, it is saying impact on pet vet medicine, right? Smart collars and harness. See, these are the smart collars and the harness. The collars which are built in with the technology, which are built in with the sort of device which captures that data. Okay, and the collars or the harness which is worn by the pets, it is also accompanied or integrated with the devices which captures the data. Captures vital statistics such as heart rate, and so help keep track of pet's health on continuous basis. These devices can also help to improve diagnosis and result in better, quicker, and more accurate treatment. Okay. New technology also facilitates simpler surgery, which significantly reduces recovery time. Okay. And for pets and improve outcome. 3D printing can create perfectly tailored custom bones and prosthetic for pets. AI powered technology can learn what is normal and abnormal and can be used to analyze laboratory results significantly more quickly and at least as accurately as human. Okay. So here we are told that how the technology is enhancing the medicine, I would say the medicine area of the pet industry or the vet industry, right? Telling us that number one, the collars which are worn by the pets, it captures the data related to the heartbeat and the other things of the temperature of the vet, right? So as to provide you the continuous updates of regarding to the pet, about the pet condition, that from which condition it is going through, right? If it is going through any problem or any sickness or disease, right, it would be reflected in these kind of readings. And also this devices diagnoses the result better, quicker and more accurate treatment. So because of this diagnosis, the vet doctors or the person who give the treatment, they can do the diagnosis in a very efficient manner, better, quicker and accurate diagnosis. And also due to the new technologies, that surgery process is now getting more efficient, and the recovery time is significantly reduced due to the advanced technology used in the surgeries, right? And also it is saying that the 3D printing for the bones and the prosthetics are also prepared, which are accurate. And also the AI is used to learn the abnormal and normal behavior of the pet, so that it can diagnosis that the pet is having some sort of issue or problem or not, right? And it is at least as accurate as the humans. All right, so let's move forward. Here it is, impact on communication with the client. Cloud-based integrated business management software offers online booking for client and send follow-ups and reminder. So it's saying that there is a cloud-based integrated business software. What does this software do? This software, number one, it helps client to book the appointment online, right? Online booking, and it sends the follow up to the client as well. It is about the that we discuss in our lecture, that there is two type of marketing, the push marketing and the pull marketing. So it is kind of a pull marketing, that you are sending the follow up to the clients, that your regular checkup is getting due, your regular checkup date is coming soon, so you have to find out time into your busy schedule, so that you can visit us and get your pet checkup or the diagnosis, right? So these kind of thing is done by this software. Okay, and it sends the reminder. Telehealth, often via smartphones, enable veterinarians to provide from any location virtual consultation. So it is telling us that the via smartphones, now the veterinarians, the doctors of the pet, they are able to provide the virtual online consultation for the pets as well. Okay, client can upload photos or videos of their pet, which allow veterinarian to make straightforward diagnosis and recommend appropriate treatment or propose a face-to-face consultation. Okay. So they are telling us that through this software, client can upload the photos and the videos of their pet, and the veterinarian can do a straightforward diagnosis online, or he can propose a face-to-face meetup if it is something that cannot be diagnosed on the online platform. Digital marketing can improve level of client attraction, engagement and loyalty. So here is one more point, that the digital marketing, it also comes under the communication with the client, right? So it can significantly improve what the client attraction and the engagement and loyalty, because of the thing that the young generation, they are now more attracted towards the digital market things or the online place things, rather than the physical or the news channels, these kind of things, or newspaper thing, right? So all right, let's move forward. Impact on clinic management. The technology will have some impact on the clinic management as well, and let's see what it will have. Newer business management software also schedules consultation, shows patient record, and captures and stores diagnostic images. It's telling us that the new software, what will it do? It will schedule the consultation. The scheduling now will be done online, based on the client request. It will show the patient record. It will capture and stores the diagnostic images for the, let's say, when a veterinarian is performing diagnosis, he can go into the past history of the pet and see what has been um treated to this pet, what has been happened to this pet, and based on the past and current position, the veterinarian can provide a better treatment, right? It allows our veterinarians to access and analyze data on-site and off-site. Since it is a cloud-based software, so the data stored in it would be on cloud. And we have also studied the cloud computing as well and the cloud data as well. So we all know that what are the sides, all sides of the cloud storage of data, the risk and the benefits and the advantages, everything, right? So the veterinarian can access the data on-site and the off-site from any place and give the GAM direct access to test result from the laboratory. And it will also give them the access to the laboratory to perform the test as well. It can also order and track retail and medical medicine inventory, invoice the client and major, and monitor clinic efficiently and clinic efficiency and profits. So it is telling us that this software will also order and track the retail and medicine inventory, right? It will be looking after the inventory levels as well. So whenever we were discussing about the inventory management system, so this software has this inbuilt inventory management software system as well, right? It will also be able to invoice directly after the checkup, and it will also monitor and measure the clinic efficiency and profit. Okay. Next, what we have there is growing public interest on how business related to the corporate social responsibility. Earlier we were discussing about the technology, and now we are discussing about the corporate social responsibility. This is the another thing which is impacting our industry significantly. There is growing public interest on how business treats their staff, how they interact with society, and their environmental impact. Recent research shows that the 70% of the consumers in Ireland want to know the brand they are supporting address social and environmental issues. So the people in the Ireland, 70% of the people, they are um, conscious, they are concerned about the product or the services from where they are taking, or the brands basically, whether these brands are supporting the social and environmental issues or not. Okay, so if any brand is found to be violating or the deteriorating the social and the environmental causes, they would definitely boycott them. According to the same research, employees look for and are more engaged and perform better for socially responsible business. Okay, so the employees, they are also concerned about the social and the environmental impacts of the brand, and they tend to perform and become the efficient if the company is or the brand is taking care of the social and the environmental impacts. Next, implementing CSR can cut staff turnover by 35% and increase productivity by 13%. So this will ultimately benefit us in the form of reducing the staff turnover and increasing the efficiency. While there are costs associated with the CSR and consumer are becoming more aware about the greenwashing, CSR has been shown to create significant value and benefit the bottom line. Bottom line means the net profit. So what is basically this greenwashing is? Greenwashing is about, in simple words, greenwashing is about the company that is representing itself more greener, more sustainable than it is actually. Okay, so what can be the examples of it? You can see that nowadays many of the products they are having the green labels or the green packing or some sort of green liner or the advertisement written on them, and to present themselves that we are sustainable, we are eco-friendly, we are environmental friendly. Okay, so this is something presenting about the that they are the eco-friendly company. But greenwashing is about presenting yourself more eco-friendly, more greener, more sustainable than you are actually, right? So people are now getting aware about this practice of the company, but still the CSR activities are significantly impacting the bottom lines. So that if the company is basically following the CSR activities, so the consumer are supporting these kind of companies and they are um, purchasing from these kind of brands and the company, even if their costs are higher than the other companies which are not sustainable or which are not that much ecological. So this can significantly help us achieve the growth as per this article, right? So as per this article, we are required to make two slides. Number one slide, that how the technological advancement can um, deliver the growth and contribute to our growth. Number two, that what would be the drawbacks of the technological advancement to our company, along with if there is any ethical issue in it, right? So stop the lecture, and I would strongly advise you to think for the answer and try to draft the answer, and then I will share you what I have drafted, and then we will discuss this answer and sum up the question. So time starts now. Okay, so let's discuss the answer. I have drafted some points, and let's see what you have drafted and what I have drafted. And as I have discussed this earlier as well, that your points and my points can entirely be different as far as your points are properly justified and they are linked to the scenario and they make sense, they are correct. There is no absolute answer in SBL exam, right? So let's discuss the number one slide. How technological advancement can deliver the growth. So what I feel like that the technological advancement, this is basically the innovation. Okay, so innovation, and it will also give us the competitive edge as compared to our competitor who are not that much technological advanced, or they are not growing alongside the environment and they are not adopting the opportunities and the changes in the environment. So this will give us the competitive edge in terms of the innovation. For the accompanying notes, this is what we are discussing, that since the last 2 years or 3 years that we are not able to innovate anything. So if we are going to adopt this project, we will be able to innovate as well, and we will be able to achieve our strategic goal of the innovation as well. And ultimately, it will give us the competitive advantage as well. Number two, attract younger generation. So now let us discuss that how you are going to provide the accompanying notes related to the attract younger generation. See, the younger generation or the modern generation, Gen Z, these from where we belong to, we are more attracted or we are more focused towards the online online shopping, online research, online buying, technological advancement, and we are, surrounded and well equipped by the technology from the moment we get out of our bed and till the last moment of our day. So, if you want to attract the young generation, and you are going to adopt the technological advancement, then it will serve this purpose as well. It will attract the young generation. And basically, the pets, these kind of things are highly carried by the young generation, right? They have this interest and hobby of petting the animals, right? So you can attract this younger generation as well. Next, better customer service. So if I go there, if you can see that due to this cloud based integrated business management software, right? This cloud based integrated software, it will allow the customer online booking, it will give them the follow up as well. It will help the veterinarians to provide the virtual consultation, and also here it can record the data, it can record the previous history of the diagnostic as well. So these kind of things will significantly enhance the customer service, customer experience, and it will attract more customer and help you to retain the existing customer as well. So you will be copying data from this two headings, right? That the technological advancement will help you to enhance your customer service, right? And it will improve the customer experience. Next, we have no geographical boundary, right? So if you are going to the technological advancement, you are going to provide the online consultation and the diagnosis, then you will be free from the geographical boundary, and now you will be able to provide the consultation to the people which are not able to come to your clinics, which are outside your country. So now you will be exporting your services as well, so it will give you the globalization edge and also boost your market, right? So it will boost your market share and the market as well. All right, so the next thing is digital marketing. Okay, so see, up till now, we are not involved in any sort of the online or the digital marketing. So the technological advancement, this technological advancement will also be accompanied by the digital marketing. So the digital marketing will help us to improve the client attraction and also engagement and the loyalty of the client, and this will ultimately give us the competitive edge and will contribute towards our growth. So this was the slide and the accompanying notes discussion related to the how the technology can contribute towards the growth. Now you have to think that what would be the drawbacks of the technological advancement. Stop the lecture and think of the drawbacks, and then we will discuss about them. Okay, so time's up, and now let's discuss the drawbacks of the technological advancement. So the number one drawback and the very significant one is that the technical expertise. See, whenever you are implementing or adopting this kind of advanced technology, you should have adequate expertise in order to handle, in order to manage, in order to operate the advanced technology. And in the current state, the PVS does not have any sort of technological expertise in such sort of advanced technology or the system or the software, right? So to implement this technological software, PVS should acquire some sort of expertise, some sort of consultation in order to use this technology efficiently and achieve the goal and the growth, right? So this would be some sort of I would say challenge or the drawback which will be accompanied with the benefits which we are going to drive from the technological advancement. The next thing is the data security and privacy. See, as we have discussed in the pre-seen what I'm saying in the exhibit, that the records, pictures, and the data of the pet and the customer would be stored on the cloud. It is a cloud-based management software, and it will be having the customers all sensitive data. So there arises the high risk that the any hacking, any data theft, viruses, cyber security breaches could occur. And if these kind of thing would occur, this will significantly deteriorate our brand image. It will harm us, and also it will cause us the legal penalties and the damages and all kind of things which would be in the opposite direction of what we are trying to achieve. We are trying to achieve the growth, and these will drag us towards the losses. So this is again the drawback, or I would say the challenges if we are going towards the technological advancement. But this doesn't mean that the company should not go towards the update or the upgrade in the technology. Next, we have the legal compliance. See, when you are moving towards the online platform and now you will be providing the consultation through online platform and you will be storing the data of the customer, there would be increased regulatory requirement on you. There would be increased regulatory compliances on you for the data protection and the for example, if you are operating in the other jurisdiction or the other country, right, you are providing the consultation to the other country, then their laws and regulation would be applied to you as well, and you have to be very vigilant in this, that you are not breaching those laws and regulation, because ultimately it will arise the fines and the penalties which will wipe out your profit. So this will be again a sort of drawback or challenge. Investment. See, these kind of software which are integrated with a lot of things. These are integrated with the scheduling of the customer. They are integrated with the follow-ups and the online diagnosis, online consultation. They are storing the data. They are managing the inventory, and also what they are doing, they are measuring and monitoring the clinic efficiency and the profits and everything. So this is basically sort of a very integrated sort of software with a lot of functionality built in into it. So these kind of technology and the software, they require the heavy investment, the heavy infrastructure cost, which will include the hardware, software, training, data centers, and everything. So in the current state, PVS is going through a negative growth. They are not able to do the growth in last 3 years. So it would be very difficult for them to arrange the investment to implement this kind of technology. So that would be the challenge, that how the directors are going to gather the investment of the fund for this technology. And the next thing we have is about the loss of job. See, when you are implementing the technology, which will be doing many of the things directly, or the, I would say, online or automatically. So there would be a lot of losses of the job, right? So that would be the unethical thing, that you are making people unemployed, and this will ultimately impact your society. So if the customers or the consumer would come to know that you are using sort of software which are automating your processes, and also due to this you are now firing people, so there is a chance that the consumer would not be interested in buying from you. However, if you would employ these people who are doing the job alongside the software, and it will increase your cost, but you can present yourself as a greener or the eco-friendly or the sustainable organization, although your cost would be higher, but then the customer would be attracted to you. So this is something which you are going to present. So these are the 10 points which we have written for this answer. I hope that I was able to explain and draft the question with you in a better way, and you learn how you can present your answer when you are required to draft the answer in the format of the presentation, how you are going to give the presentation slide and then the accompanying notes. See, in your exam software, there would be an option for the presentation slide. Whenever you are required to draft your answer in the presentation form, you would be using the presentation slide tab, not the scratch pad, right? So let's wrap up this part here and see you in the next part lecture. Till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.